These Nigerians that are suffering all the hardship, they are not daft people.
Yes.
On February 25th, these Nigerians will tell
Daddy.
you who they prefer the most.
Hi guys, it's still your baby girl Ihio and welcome to another episode of Youth on the News aka YOLO. And today we are going to be discussing on the forthcoming election, who you are supporting and why you are supporting your candidate. And with me I have Mr.
Hi everyone, I'm Francis Obasi, supporting Peter Obi as Labour Party.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Emmanuel Martin supporting PDP, Atiku Abubakar.
Okay.
I'm Tobori supporting in the local team of APC.
And my co-host.
Hi, I'm Deb.
Okay. Firstly, I want to ask please, why are you supporting your candidates? Very briefly, why are you supporting your candidate?
Okay. Well, I don't know, I think we are all Nigerians, right? If there's anything that we are all brothers for or friends for, is the fact that we are all suffering and smiling together. And we got independent, we transitioned into democracy like in 1999, so to speak. And till date, we've been shuffling the same set of leaders, whether they are under PDP or they are under APC. And one major challenge or problem that we have seen is that they've been, dwindling macroeconomic development, they've been dwindling psychological development on the part of the humans. Education sector is nothing to write home about. Nobody is actually solving the problem head on. And the Western powers, that's US and the likes of them, continue to use us as the pawn that we are in the international affair or international scheme of things. So, for me, Obi is the hope for a common man like myself, and even the elite or any other, because Obi represents a new breed of a politician. Obi is the kind of politician or the kind of person that we need right now in our polity. Not to mention the fact that he has been tried once as a governor, and to everyone's knowing, he actually did very, very well. So I'm supporting Obi because he's credible. I'm supporting Obi because he represents a new hope for a new Nigeria. I'm supporting Obi because he is obviously the right man for the job when you compare him with all of the politicians or political parties and their candidates contesting right now. When I mean all, I mean both the two major competing parties, that's APC and PDP, and all of the other ones that are usually not mentioned in conversations like this. Thank you.
Okay, I'll go to you.
Alright, thank you very much. I'm supporting the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and of course he's running with Governor Ihio from Delta State. My points are quite enormous, but I'll just pick a few. For me, I'm supporting the person of Atiku because, owing to the fact that he has been given an opportunity to serve, though he was in a position where he was there just to serve as a vice, of which he was to Obasanjo, though he was not given at any point in time the official status of Ati president. He was able to push forth a lot of things that I think if he's given the chance, opportunity to pilot the affairs of this nation, he will do well. Firstly, I'm supporting him because he has been consistent with one of his points that he has made mention of recurrently, that is coming to unify Nigeria. As we know, currently Nigeria is faced with lots of issues. Nigeria is struggling to keep its unity in check. So Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is coming as the unifier to bring all the various interest groups into a one Nigeria kind of system. Then economically, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is a proven businessman. He's a proven economic man. He has had a very successful career when he was in the Nigerian Customs Service. He rose to the post of a deputy director, which was like the second at this time. Also, apart from that, he was able to start up his own how do I call it, real estate business, as I dealt with funds that he borrowed from close relatives. So apart from that, he also, if you check his person, he has investments around this country, and the investments have really absorbed a lot of Nigeria. If you go to his home state there, he has investments surrounding agriculture, owing to the fact that those are the key things from his people. Then apart from that, he's someone that loves education, and of course, you know that education is the bedrock of every society. Atiku Abubakar, apart from the fact that among the front runners, is the most qualified, owing to the fact that he's a master's degree holder. He has even gone further to show that his love for education, when the some 12 Chibok girls escaped during the Chibok issues, he gave 12 of them scholarship to go out and study. Apart from that, he has other legacy projects when it comes to education. Then when you want to talk into the situation of this country, restructuring, he is someone that has always been on the forefront to divulge powers to the various supporting arms of government, the states, local government, and just various factors. Apart from that, he has also made mention of the fact that, owing to the fact that technology is what is driving the economy as we speak, he has said he's going to make sure that once he becomes the president of this country, he will make sure that our educational system is arranged in such a way that innovation, technology, and science are the forefront, so that our citizens and Nigerians in general can compete favorably with other people in the international scheme of things. So I will just stop there for now.
Okay. I'd like to go to you, Mr. Tobori.
So basically, there are three cardinal points why I'm supporting my candidate of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, also known as Jagaban. The three cardinal points are because of his passion, patriotism, and experience. Why I say his passion, passion for democracy. I think with the democratic process in Nigeria, you cannot completely rule Asiwaju out of the democratic process in Nigeria. From 1993, during the interim government of Shonekon, while the democratic process was hosted by Ibrahim Babangida after MK Abiola, who is also like Siwaju is a disciple of, and then the likes of the Obafemi Awolowo, who are all his antecedents, are where he grew his political school of thought from. You see the passion of democracy, and then the reason why he's definitely passionate about Nigeria and stuff like that. So, secondly, I'd like to talk about his patriotism. His patriotism goes to the fact that building of democratic process has always come from his own kind of style of politics. And then if you see his kind of style of politics, has grown others to bet about a kind of democratic front where people have gone to develop a kind of political acumen and belief in the system and running it from a particular one-party stance. Unlike every other parties, you see them going from parties to parties, trying to navigate their way through the political scopes. So you've seen he has dedicated himself all these years to make sure the fact that he is building this political school of thought, and then this time has come for him to actually contribute his quota to this system. And then for experience, you see it in part of, you can see Lagos as a yardstick for why he's contesting for this position. Everything that has happened to Nigeria has definitely, you can see it from Lagos point of view. Like when Asiwaju came into office in 1999, I think Lagos State was a bit in terms of revenue generation and stuff like that, was a bit very low compared to how a state or the country was well doing. I think Lagos State was earning about 700 million. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was able to raise that revenue from 700 million annually to about 51 billion naira monthly before he left office. And then you see that his antecedent has also brought about bringing its predecessor. There's a statement that a success without a successor is actually a failure. So if you see that antecedent of his kind of class and person, he has grown schools, he has grown people who has set a pace for himself, and then makes it like whenever this trajectory is followed, you will definitely have a balanced society and a greater country. I think that's the reason why I'm supporting my candidate. Thank you.
Okay, would you say that, a general question to the House, would you say that you are supporting your candidate from a standpoint of the party that is backing them, or based on their achievements and the things that they stand to offer to the country, or you are just supporting them based on the past glory of their party which they are standing on currently?
It's actually a combination of everything for me, right? So, party is one because I think, especially in this part of the world, you are nobody as a politician without your party. So, if you belong to a party where the ideology or philosophy or manifesto, as the case may be, aligns with my person, I will most likely want to support you. That's one. But if your personality as an individual, even though you are in the right party, does not cut it for me, maybe based on your antecedents and all of the things you've done in the past, I can choose to still not support you and still be in your party. So it's a combination of so many things. But I tell you that out there right now, the majority of the people who support Peter Obi don't really care about the party he is on. If Peter Obi decides to stand alone now as a candidate, he's most likely going to pull more votes than even Atiku self. You understand, in this election coming. So it's for me the party and then the personality, the individual, and the successes.
Okay. Earlier on, when I was stating my reason why I'm supporting my candidate, I gave 3 cardinal points, and then the fact that he's been able to raise a political school of thought and disciples over the years. So
it's a political school of thought.
And
what kind?
And disciples. You hear many persons having a style, or when they meet themselves, they try to call themselves the Jagaban and stuff like that.
Not what Jagaban and what philosophy does that sound?
It's a particular political philosophy.
Coined by Emilio Master.
Yes, and stuff like that. Because of the fact of the kind of politics Bola Ahmed Tinubu plays.
What? Which is what? You mean the kind of politics that you take people from where they are supposed to be and put them where they are not supposed to be. You lay claim and ownership to things that does not actually belong to you.
Where are your
just
facts?
because you have. I mean, bro.
No, you're just talking based on
Lagos. I am literally going to Lagos
Yes.
tomorrow,
Sure.
and then in Lagos, every time I get there, I become literally sick of the city. Why? Because it is unnecessarily overpopulated, it is unnecessarily congested, the roads that are supposed to be working are actually not working as we imagine. You said something about him growing the economy of Lagos to over 50 billion. Bro, the growth of Lagos is as a result of private sector. Precisely the majority of the Igbos who are residing
in an environment
Lagos.
that's not conducive with those private sector being those services.
It is simple. Let me tell you,
I come from Delta State. The fact that Tobori was governor of that state during his time in Delta State, a lot of companies left Delta State. Why? The environment was not conducive.
During
so you cannot tell me yes.
But during Tobori's time, Delta State also recorded one of the highest revenues.
Because of oil. My guy, oil revenue.
So,
it's got nothing to do with his own thinking.
So,
I see what you say thinking.
It's a lie.
Oh my God.
The reason why Lagos is blowing up is because Lagos is a coastal area. There is a seaport there.
Yes.
Not even one.
Is it only Lagos that have a seaport?
Tell me another state that has a seaport and has the federal support that it has.
Okay, why would we have the federal support and then the fact that
even before Asiwaju emerge as an idea or as a philosophy that people are holding on to today, Lagos has always been the preferred seaport for the white and for every other person.
You're right.
If you trace it down to colonial era and the rest,
You're right.
Lagos is also the entry point. Lagos and Edo State were the entry points to win to Nigeria.
I'm glad you just mentioned Edo State. So what's the state of Edo State presently? What is the state of Edo State?
You still take it back again to the federal presence.
So why is Edo State not getting that attention? Why is Edo State not getting that attention? You just said Lagos State is overcrowded. Now, there should be room for other states to thrive. Why is Edo State not thriving with what you just said now?
Okay, I have a question. I have a question. Yeah. So this conversation, this argument is going on based on the development of Lagos State, of Lagos as a state, and how successful it has become. You are of the opinion that Lagos is developed because of private sector.
And in my opinion, irrespective of the fact that it is developed because of private sector, it is actually underdeveloped compared to the potential that Lagos have and the actual billions of dollars that rolls into that state every year.
You just said now Lagos is overpopulated. What's making the population shoot?
Bro, it's common logic.
That overpopulation can also affect its development. Do you know that?
That over what?
Population can also affect its development. Pace.
How will over?
No, why will it
You
not?
can control these things.
How will you control it? If you
It's
start controlling,
simple.
then it's to send some people back to their states.
That's not true.
Simple.
That's
no,
not
that's
true.
the kind of
There
society
is
why
even
it's to
house
send some people
problems in
and say,
Lagos.
okay, let's maintain
There are a
this
lot of
number.
slum areas in Lagos.
Yes.
Lots.
Yes.
In fact, the slum areas in Lagos is 5 times bigger than the slum areas in Edo
An
State.
average
Where
person,
you have
an average person in
bigger landmass.
Anambra that doesn't even earn wish to go to Lagos and sleep in the bridge and make money than
That's
sitting in
not
Anambra.
true, sir.
Can you dispute
Sir,
it?
that's not true.
Dispute it for
That's
me.
not true.
Dispute
The
it for
only
me.
reason why an average person in Anambra or Abia or anywhere else will leave their land to a different state is because they are in search of other opportunities.
Yes, which
Now, let me
Lagos
give you an
warmly
instance.
would
Let
like
me
you
give
to
you an
come and
instance.
take it.
Okay, I think okay, I'll say this based on my own personal perspective. I think that the flashy part of Lagos or the better part of Lagos that the media tends to like portray more to us, which is where your opinion is actually born from, is very, very small compared to the very, very terrible part of Lagos. So when since the media is actually showing us a place that is beautiful, a place that is successful, a place that is fruitful, which is the very small percent of the whole of the state, that even the people that lives in that state, in the slum area, every one of them have to like go down to that very small percent place that is really
That's because of Lagos landmass.
Okay.
That's
Let me
because of
just
Lagos
chip
landmass.
in something,
Lagos is mostly
okay?
covered by waters.
To be realistic about this, the
a
truth
part
is when
of
people
Lagos is fruitful.
when
Another part
people
of
come
Lagos
out, when
is-
graduates,
that's my
when you
own
graduate from the
actually.
university, the first point of call after trying to search around your personal relationships with family, friends within, when you don't see any leeway, not just judging from now that we have lots of remote jobs and all of that, the first point of call that everyone goes to is where?
Lagos.
Is Lagos.
That's not true.
Apart from that,
This
even
is
in
your opinion,
Nollywood,
sir.
Nollywood portrays Lagos as a place
Sir,
where you go to and you return back where the
They have this kind of attention because there is easy entry and exit, especially for goods, and in some cases
Who is
services.
keeping it so? Who is keeping it, making Lagos thrive?
Who is
What
making
is making
Lagos
Lagos
thrive?
thrive?
Lagos is not thriving as you're making it look.
How will
As you
you
want you in the small.
the 10th largest city,
in
the
the
10th
small-
largest city, what's it called? What's it called? The 10th largest,
So you are
we are
supporting
celebrating
Tinubu because you
mediocre-
think he's
mediocrity,
going
to be honest.
make Nigeria be like what Lagos is.
Exactly.
And then we're in problem.
And how?
If Nigeria becomes like Lagos, then me and you will probably not.
You just
be
don't like
having this
Lagos.
kind of
You just don't,
conversation.
but amazingly, your dealings have been from Lagos.
That's
Two
not
of
true.
us.
That's not true. Again.
Most of your dealings,
That's
most
a
of your
lie.
connections, you've got it from
No,
Lagos.
that's not true.
Most of the time, you want to hold me, you're in Lagos.
No.
Why?
I
Your
only
clients cannot
want-
come to meet you in Benin City.
Oh my goodness. I said it, there's a coastal area.
Yeah.
Benin does not even have an international airport.
So why is
So
the state governor not taking advantage of the fact of Lagos? Let's say Ogun, for example.
Well, it's not about
Another
the state.
neighboring state.
Right?
Why are they not taking advantage of
It's
this?
not about the state.
Okay, we're not talking
All
about
right,
the
Lagos,
state here because I think we are beginning to drift into talking about the state.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For me, you talked about him working on facilities and everything that has to do with Lagos. But I think in a way, this actually, in a way, talks about monopoly of power.
Exactly.
Because
it is dangerous.
Yes, because if you see everything that works around Lagos, it has to go through one person.
Not so true.
Yeah,
See, that's
yes,
true.
Yes,
Take the
yes.
instance
true.
of
That's
the governor that was not allowed to return.
Yes,
the
I have an
second
answer
time.
for you. I have an answer
No,
for
you don't have any answer.
I have an
Other
answer
than
for
the
you.
fact that
I have an answer
these
for you.
guys just sit
I have
down
an answer
and
for you.
say, oh,
I
because
have
you
an
have
answer for
refused
you.
to do our bidding, we are kicking you
Can I
out.
have-
wait,
can I-
let me just cut in on this.
Then look at
So are you trying to say that Tinubu he holds the thumb of people in Lagos?
Yes, Tinubu is the godfather of Lagos.
To
Yes.
vote
Yes.
at election.
Yes.
So if you say he's the godfather
Yes.
of Lagos, you're also implying that in this forthcoming election, he's going to hold the thumb of all Nigerians to support him as well.
Me saying that Asiwaju has monopolized Lagos, it comes from a point that everything that has been privatized in Lagos, 60% is owned by him.
It's more than 60%.
Yes, even more than 60%.
That's what you say.
Yes, more
That's
than
what you say. Where's your fact,
60%
please?
of the
Can I get your fact?
privatized.
Can I get your fact?
Where do you get
Can I
your
get your fact?
Even
Problem. My problem is that you people do not find it funny or find it as an issue that we are recycling this bad government.
There's no recycling yet.
Yeah, recycling
There's no
this bad
recycling.
government.
This
Lagos
each
is
government
a
takes
state.
8 years.
Lagos
Relax.
is a state
Relax.
and a Western
Relax.
state for that matter. That means they speak one language.
Relax.
Nigeria is vast. Nigeria is a very big state with different tribes and ethnicities.
We've brought in the issues of
Yeah.
tribe and ethnic
Yeah.
diversities now. The truth is, the constitution gives room for all of this, and we have the principle of federal character and all of that. As a Nigerian, you have the right to reside anywhere and equally vie for any office at a particular time.
No.
That is why at this movement,
That's not true.
at this
That's not
no,
realistic.
no,
in our-
what
That's
when
not
we
realistic.
not
Just
when
like
we
how
not say
democracy
that,
in Nigeria
okay,
is not
even if
Yes,
it's not
yes.
realistic, people are holding offices.
Rare occasion.
Holding
spent more than
offices
50
like
years in
like
Benin.
like
I cannot
if you
contest for a councillorship
if you
in this
if
state.
you
You
go
can't.
to like Akwa Ibom, the governor, the Akwa Ibom or Cross River State, one of those states, he just elected one of the newly sworn in commissioner, someone that is not from his state.
Let's look
So
at
this is
what,
something
what,
that-
what prompted that. It must have been that this person have excelled at a particular.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
And-
So
and-
is it
Said over time.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
The
Oh.
person must have done something to stand
Over
out.
then,
time.
then okay,
Amazing.
apart from that, that is why I want to bring out this point now. Something that we need at this moment, and that has been very key to the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, is the fact that he's always tagged the unifier, because that is something he always says.
Because
Like,
you said just
how?
now
why I'm
that
saying
wants
this,
this.
what are your facts? That
the
he
facts I'm
start-
saying this,
Yes.
the facts are number one from his manifesto, because
Manifesto is not a fact.
manifesto, do you know why I'm saying this? Currently now we are all battling the APC, that they say when they come to government change, they will bring positive change, of which now we all know how things are biting hard on us. Which other facts do you need to
how does
put
that- how
so
does that-
if-
APC.
okay, so for you what do people come at
at?
when people come at manifestos? So what we are all saying now is that anyone can come out and say, I will make Nigeria turn to US in the next 2 days, when it comes and it does not do anything like that.
Atiku's
What-
personality.
Yes.
Exactly.
Apart
is it
from
unified?
okay, let me give you
instance.
points
Okay.
where he has always played the role of a unifier. Atiku, when you look into his educational background, just as I've made mention of, he has been able to give scholarship apart from the Chibok scholarship
can give
in
scholarship.
dollars
I can wake
to
up tomorrow
different
and give
indigenous.
tons of
Apart from that, let me give you another good. Let me give you another.
able to give scholarships.
Let me give you another point.
Let's even use he has been able to
Okay.
give scholarships.
There's
So
I
Okay.
can give scholarship.
Yes.
I can give
I know
scholarship.
that.
And if you look at it from the political angle, they will say it was an agenda for him to campaign.
definitely
That's
the
what
truth
it
is
is.
the truth is every human being, if you are someone that don't think of a means to get to where you are going, means that you are not yet ready.
But
That is why all these
I have
people
a
in
question,
place,
please.
all these people in place, you
Martins.
must have a roadmap.
Martins.
You don't just come out from
Remember the
nowhere
incident that
and say
happened
this.
in Sokoto? Was it Sokoto or Taraba? Where a Christian girl was burnt to ashes
Yes.
by
I think it's
a Muslim-
Kaduna, Kano
So-
or something like that.
Exactly.
Okay, was it Sokoto?
Do you know that Atiku tweeted about that particular incident?
Exactly.
Okay.
Condemned the people who did
Okay.
it.
Okay.
The moment they told Atiku that Shebi he's coming
He
to vie
deleted
for
it.
the presidential election,
Yes.
they are waiting for
Okay,
him.
let me
That
give you-
instantly.
Let me
he
give
deleted
you.
it.
Let me
How
give you.
does that
Let me
in any
give
way
you.
correlate
Let me
to
give you.
unification?
Let me give you.
apart
Let
from
me
that,
give you
it
from
doesn't.
his own
It
mouthpiece.
doesn't.
From his own mouth, what he said as a reply to that. Number one, he came out openly and said he condemns this, but what he does is he does not run his media Twitter handle personally, that any tweet that originates from him always goes with the tag AA at the end of it.
Okay,
of
what's
which
stopping
that
you from telling
this
it? What's stopping you from telling this to restate it?
Why did you not restate
listen
your
to me.
tweet?
Listen to the first thing I said. I said that was why when he was saying it, he said it firstly before making that clarification that he still condemns that act. Then before coming out to say this is how his social media
That's messy
platform
after death.
works.
Oh my God!
So that is something he said. I'm
What
quoting
sort of
him.
excuse
I'm
is
quoting
that?
him verbally.
He's
That
saying
always
Quoting
what
him
have an
verbally.
excuse.
No.
I'm going to
Let me kill him here. Let me kill him here. Someone who claims to be a unifier has 5 governors out of his team. And they are pulling him down, telling him the simple solution to have our party strong
And
is to bring down your party chairman. And he hasn't even
Very
unified just 5 governors.
Yes.
Very good. Let me not tell you.
First of all, he's a proud and braggadocious man that cannot sit the country and know how to negotiate
the truth is this.
with his enemy.
The truth is
and you want to tell me you want to unify a
Let me
country
tell you.
as heterogeneous, as versatile, as multilingual as Nigeria?
The truth is
Oh
this.
my God, nobody does
The
that.
truth is this.
Majority of the candidates.
He just failed.
Anytime,
Write an examination. Say, I am a unifier. But I cannot unify 5 persons, 5 governors, 5 states to support me in my party.
Anytime there is interest, okay, anytime there is interest, let me tell you, there will always be elements of divisions that will always come. Internal party affairs, they are being taken care of. Even up till now, if you want to start quoting people and all of that, even the presidency
What do you
has
mean
been
by internal party affairs?
presidency. I'm coming. The presidency have even come out to allege that even they have sabotage inside the presidency, working against their candidates as we speak. These are things that are in the open. So the fact that we have some weeks to election, the fact that for now there are disaffection amongst all of them, the 5 people that are moving together now, there has been the persons leading them in the forefront. He made a promise that he will come out by January to tell people this is the person I'm supporting.
No.
But this is February, came out again and said, did he say he was going to say it on camera?
The reason
all
why
of them,
I
they
think
should
that-
come out and say this
The
is what
reason why I think that
And sorry to cut you short. There is something that came in again. That particular person, he wanted to deprive them of their using the stadium in Port Harcourt for presidential campaigns there. But the PDP said, okay, since you are this strong, we are going to do this. It seems it's time for us to expel you from our party. What did this same man do? Since you can stand alone and do anything, he ran to the court to seek an injunction. Please,
Sir,
they should not remove him. Apart from that, he has given these people
precisely the reason why
he has given these people the stadium to use.
Okay, he does
A true unifier.
Atiku does not qualify to be the president.
Exactly.
Of this country.
Let me
A
give
true
you
unifier.
He has tried to become the president over 5 times and failed.
5 times precisely.
And
How long
failed.
did
failed.
Buhari try before he failed?
How long?
Doesn't matter. In life, failure is never fatal.
That is
So long
why-
as you are still
that
trying,
is why
it
we
doesn't
cannot
matter.
risk it.
I have
It doesn't matter.
Over attempt, you cannot risk it.
I want to add the
Are you
last
saying
point. Are you
failure
aware
does not
that
matter?
here in Edo State, PDP is actually fractionalized? We
That's
have
it.
2 fractions
That's
of PDP. So they say when the center cannot hold, what happens? Things fall apart. Just as APC and the so-called Jagaban is trying so hard to become the president, so will PDP not be the president, because over time we have recycled everyone in these 2 parties and they have failed
That's a
all the
decision,
time.
a decision
used
for
to be
Nigerians to make.
I'm a Nigerian. I'm already
Of which
making it for you.
we are
and
doing
for
it,
Tobori
and
as
that's
well.
why I'm
So,
giving you my one
you
vote
have
as
to
I am now
Labour
is
Party.
for the person that I believe is
Okay.
going to do this.
I'm going to ask a question
Yes.
because we've said a lot, honestly. But one thing that we have failed to speak of over time is, what are these people's plan for us? Because for you to lead people, you really need to love them. You cannot just lead people that you don't love. So what are the plans that these people have shown that is making you say, I must support this person? For Asiwaju, I've never really listened to any of his interviews that he has brought out a solid plan to say,
Cassava.
this is what
Ewa.
this is what I
Avocado.
am. Exactly.
Have you?
I'm not
You
saying
recruit.
when he was asked, because
Plantain chief.
yes,
15 million.
it's that people are
Plantain
saying,
Plantain chief.
it's a
That's
simple
a
question
manifesto,
as
ma.
saying, why do you want to be a president? And the only thing he could say was, it is my
Agbado.
turn.
And
Oh my
Agbado.
It's my turn to lead.
Is this not scary
I
enough?
want to know,
I am scared.
what are the plans that these people have that you have seen that are going to strive?
Okay, so personally for Labour Party, so before I discovered Obi's personality, in all honesty, last year, right? And how did I discover him? In one of his multiple conferences he was attending, talking about national issues. That conference, it lasted for over 45 minutes. I'm not the kind of person that just sit down and start listening to such kind of conference, because somehow I always know what it ends or what they are talking about. But for this man, he dissected Nigeria in terms of the problems that Nigeria is facing. He moved from security issues to the poverty issue, down to the fact that there are no jobs and things that the government could have done better. He did not just say all of these things descriptively, he added numbers to them. What government would have done if they had done this, and then the financial value it would amount, and how it would better the life of average Nigerians. For me, when I see people who talk in this manner, I have no other reason but want to actually give them a chance. That's the reason I am supporting Peter Obi. So
because of
now,
this speech.
if we look at
Anybody can go.
Just like the way they package Buhari and so to us has changed. And some people, the majority voted for him. I didn't vote for Buhari. I didn't vote for
Anybody can have a grand speech and paint a scenario in your head.
That's it.
How will you be able to function? All this thing is pictorial. No,
I want to talk
no,
about
I like to say all this thing is
agenda.
painting for you.
The
How will it
agenda.
function when it becomes president?
Yes, hold on.
Without a strong national assembly?
Let's try
How
and
will it
get
do it?
ourselves
Hold on.
No,
out.
these things are not mathematics. It's not what you say. It's not a personal business.
Hold on, sir. Let's talk about it. It's very simple, like you said. It's pure mathematics and also pure politics. It's very, very simple. There was one time, off quote though, when they asked him that you are just Labour Party and you are most likely not going to control the Senate, right? And you are most likely not going to control the House of Rep, right? So on that basis, how do you intend to actually put all of these your ambitious plans, right, and then make it work? Because you have a Senate that is fighting against you. He said something. He said the Senate like security. The Senate love good road. The Senate wants a country that is functioning. A manifesto that he has a 7-point agenda. The ones I want to talk about that I think is also very crucial to us is the ending of poverty, that's ensuring prosperity for all, security.
I'm sorry, I need to cut you.
Even Christ cannot do that. End poverty. Nobody can end poverty.
Over time.
You see, he's talking ambitious.
A utopian society.
Is it possible? And then
You reduce this to the barest minimum.
Exactly, I think that's the point.
I'm going to ask a question because you just said he has a 7-point agenda. Since Nigeria gained democracy, we've always had seven-point agenda. And I think that people that write these agendas, they do fantastically well.
Yes.
They
It's not
have
the fortunate thing.
But
He wrote his.
No. I'm not disputing the fact. I'm not disputing
He
the fact.
wrote. Do you know?
Atiku and Buhari Atiku and
Do you know the manifesto of Obi?
has never
The
appeared
manifesto.
on any public debate.
Who told you that? Let me tell you.
All around.
Let me tell you. Do you
But
know?
he's been
Do you?
attending,
Hold on. Hold on. Let me just.
him and who?
Hold on. Let me tell you something. Do you know? Do you know the place that is called the Chatham House? Chatham House in UK.
Yes, I know
That place is where think tanks they come out for debate.
Yes.
And of course Atiku as a person, he has been there
and did what?
That's what I want. He went there to give people his point.
Where's the
on how
video?
the videos are there. Anything I'm saying, I see like have been there. Then Lagos Business School. He met with economics. He went
Obi trended above all of
the truth
Because
is
you're internet
the
bullies.
trend.
You just sit in your room and get 20 accounts.
What I tell, please, Cyclass Studios, I want to appeal something. After the election, I want us to come together so that you will see the outcome of the election.
Exactly.
So that you know that it's not, politics is not all about just coming and ranting and ranting. It's not about ranting. The people, everybody now, we are all buying fuel from the same source. And these are the people that will decide that will choose those that will vote and all of that. So now let me even bring out one point again that people don't look into. When Atiku was vice president to Obasanjo, let me just say you all these things I'm saying. After now, you can go and verify these things I'm saying. After now, you can go and verify. Atiku went to the IMF. Then he was discussing about Nigeria debt profile and all of that. And in the course of the discussion there, he met a contact there. That's why I'm telling you the kind of person
Because of
he met.
Okonjo Iweala.
Yes, that's it.
So
Guy,
meaning
he
what?
brought it.
So meaning
So
what?
you see
the money
this
he
is that
stole was more than the help he brought.
you saw the issue now. He is alleging.
Atiku
Have you
was
proved
the one that
Obasanjo himself. Obasanjo himself
Atiku
have
privatized so many
submitted
things.
his name to the Economic Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) that they should go and check him after they left office. They saw him clean, and just as I tell everybody, until anyone, the law says you are guilty,
businesses
you are
Atiku
free.
privatized
Okay.
are
You
shut
are free.
down right now.
You are free.
Okay, let's look at it this way, because these three candidates we are talking about, they've all been in power
Yes, exactly.
in
So beautiful.
different
Yes,
capacities. They've
Yeah.
all been in power. You've always talked about the things that Atiku tried to do. How come
What
that
he did.
everything that he did, they were never complete?
Okay.
He brought, then that's one. Then you talk.
You are misquoting me. I just mentioned
no,
someone
no.
he brought. Okonjo Iweala, who is
Okay,
a world
then-
asset that he brought into
then,
government. That is a finished
he
product
brought
and a
how?
stamp.
Please,
A stamp
I have
product.
something to
Wait,
say.
So don't
sorry,
misquote
when
me.
you mean,
Don't
let's
misquote me.
Let's come to
Don't misquote me.
Asiwaju.
when you mean he brought Ngozi Okonjo Iweala,
Yes.
did he instill that woman's capability into her?
That's what I'm saying. If you don't know the writing, you cannot see a writing and pick it
That
out.
is not true.
Once someone
That
sees the light,
even the worst,
he
even,
takes
even
the
worst
light
people,
to
the worst,
to
even the
eliminate
worst
darkness.
people, the darkest people.
So that's
They don't
just
like
you cannot tell me
anything.
the devil.
Even
The devil.
knows light
The
when
devil
he
knows,
sees
but
light.
he does not succumb
The
to the
devil
light.
knows
He
light
does not
when he
succumb
sees
to it.
light.
He
When
does not
people
succumb
do
to it.
1,000 bad, when they do 1,000 evil, they
They
try
use
to
one
justify
evil, one good.
That is why I will
what he
see.
did.
I will see come out. I will see come out.
Ngozi Okonjo Iweala,
Let me give you another point again.
Privatization.
Privatization that Atiku always injured as the father government, they are not so excellent when it comes to business.
That's not
Privately.
The reason why Nigerian
let me tell
government
you
is not
that.
excellent
Now,
when it comes to
I
business.
know that
You have bad structure.
you have thrown
And they
this
keep
question to me.
stealing
That is why
money.
I'm telling you. You made there was a time we spoke and you made mention of the fact that I should mention one institution that is privatized
And that is still functional. And then go into that same institution, tell me the staff list. So that I will tell you the people that were there before
Okay, let me
they
now tell
privatized
you.
it.
Do you know one of such institutions that is this telecommunication sector?
Which one?
No, I'm not mentioning MTN or this. I'm telling you, Nitel. Yes. So
Where's Nitel now?
No, that's what I'm telling you. That this the Bureau for Public Enterprises, they see that this and Nitel. Do you know the full meaning of Nitel for a start?
What does this
Nigeria Telecommunication. So this was what was sold out to private sector and is still functioning today.
It's a lie!
What people don't know.
Function what?
Listen.
Function
No, you are not understanding me. This was sold. And once it's sold, another entity bears the name and all. Private sector are the ones who No. The truth is this.
Okay, so you mean that
you don't understand where I'm coming from.
This is crazy.
See, where I'm coming
No,
from.
let
Let me
me
give you an
see
instance. Let me tell you what I'm talking about.
This is
Which is
crazy.
Nitel I made mention
MTL
of.
and now something now
Oh my
again.
God.
Nitel that I made mention of.
How
I'm
can
talking
you be
of
holding
the
on to
Nigerian
to a
telecommunication
past glory that is
system.
working on
Now
it?
it
How can we
was
be
sold out
holding
as a
on to that?
public enterprise.
Yeah.
Private sector that too them, you don't expect them to bear the same.
Okay,
Where
Just
is
like
it? What's it?
Delta Glass.
It's now
Delta Glass.
What's
It's
it
now
now?
MTL.
See, Mnet.
MTL.
Then apart from that,
MTL.
let me tell you.
It's MTL.
Please,
But
can
the
somebody
truth is,
can
for
somebody
now,
tell their MTL number for me, eh?
What's
the-
MTL?
see, you
MTL.
don't understand it. This is not MTN, Glo, and Airtel issue.
Okay.
That's what people don't understand.
Okay, what's that?
This is the general body
Let's hear their
controlling
broadband.
something. I gave you an
What are
instance the other day. I made mention of a company.
You are saying that they
Delta
are-
Glass.
What is
I made
MTL?
mention of
Find
this.
out.
I'm telling you,
MTL
before coming here, I'm well
The
prepared.
national telephone.
What do they
The
control?
national telephone
Can we
hold
body
on?
company.
What
It's
does
just-
MTL
it's
control?
just-
And it was
it's
privatized to MTL.
You are giving your facts and you are saying that MTL is regulating MTN,
Is that what you are saying?
is a private sector. if the government and if their
What's the name of,
structures were disciplined and
SEC?
there was no
What's that the job of
corruption,
SEC?
how come that the government who is in power cannot control a particular company? They have to privatize it to be able to control
I'm sure
it.
next time we have this
It's not for
it's when
control.
somebody does
It's
a
not
fact
for-
check.
It's
When
not
just
for
say
control.
MTEL, someone just check MTEL
And again, when
tell
you,
us
when you
how
talk about
MTEL is still
fact
existing
check, please,
or
when
what's
you
going
talk
on.
about fact check, we don't care about facts that are putting money in these men's pockets. That's not the kind of facts we care about. We care about facts that is developing Nigeria.
the truth is-
when I hear MTEL,
the-
I
the
never hear MTEL.
I didn't tell, but MTEL is dying.
The
every day.
truth is this.
How
The
has
truth is
MTEL
this.
helped
The
Nigeria?
truth is this.
How has
Let
it
me tell you
improved
people.
the manner of
The
living
telecommunication.
of Nigerians?
Something I'm just trying to avoid in this
We
debate
know how
is
we-
the fact that number one, when I started, that is why I like bringing my things from debates, just as I made mention of. Atiku Abubakar was the vice president that during his time,
He was
the
the one that
term,
privatized
he was
all
never.
the
Let me tell
companies
you,
that are literally dead
listen
now,
to me. You know this thing you are saying now, just like now you are saying all the dead companies. So for that, the failure, he should take it. But when I
Why
make
do
mention
you
of
choose
the
the people
glory,
to eat the company?
the
Bro,
he
glory,
gave it to his
That's
guy.
it.
people be
I have
dead for
something to say.
something.
I have a
He
The
chose the
truth is,
people.
if we
He
continue
actually
like this,
admitted it
if we
himself.
continue
He said
like
Yeah.
if he comes back, he's going to say to his friends.
if we come like this,
Well, there's nothing
if we
wrong with
come out
making his
like
friends
this,
rich.
now let me
That's
tell
why he
you
admitted
something.
it. He said there's nothing wrong. He
Okay.
made his friends rich. He made his friends rich the first time. He's coming back to make his friends rich at the
Oh.
second time.
The
Mr.
truth
Matthews,
is
I
this.
have a question.
Let me just before you ask your question,
I'm not his friend.
he came in to
Don't let me
make
rich.
he came in to make his friends rich. This man that we are talking about, that is being painted so much as this. All the elections that have been coming up,
Sir,
he
he
has
only
failed.
comes back
He
during
has-
election
he-
year.
he
And he
has
stays in
failed.
Dubai.
He stays
He
in
stays in
Dubai,
Dubai.
sir.
And only the Kano generator is in Nigeria. They will not give us life.
stays in
I'm
Dubai.
coming now. He stays in Dubai and everything. You all know this. But you give him the support and this that he should continue. That is why you see he's
Continue
always
well.
coming
Who
as
gave him the
second.
support?
As second. That is why I'm telling
On
you
your
people that
Monday,
go and push your go and check.
On
In
your
this forthcoming
Monday.
election, you should come out here
Yes.
and let's analyze the
The
election
problem is
results.
that
So
that
you will tell me that
you come out of data for the next 3 months.
I will come out.
I doubt.
Do you know what
That's
Atiku
the
said I
problem.
like about him? They asked him that you have been contesting this election. If you don't win this particular time around, the response he gave, I love it so much. He said, election is not a do or die
I don't
affair.
think-
I will take it as my
I don't
faith.
think he
And then
answered
go
that
back
question.
to Dubai. Why did
When
you
you
answer that
ask-
part?
If Nigeria,
I don't think he
you
answered-
think he stays in Dubai and
I
all
don't
of
think
that,
Martins
but they are
answered
still
that
voting
question.
for him. They are
There's
still
a
voting for
question
him.
Martins did
Why
not
will you
answer.
see?
There's a
Ask the
question
question.
Martins did not answer.
Ask the question.
If he was passionate about this election based on party or
Okay,
on
okay,
personality.
yes.
So he should answer that
let me
because
come
I'm
to that.
saying it's based on party.
Let me
and
come
he's from
to that.
Delta
You
State.
are-
The vice president is from Delta State. And then
Okay.
he has a connection
Okay.
with the vice president. It's not
Okay.
Atiku.
Let
It's
me-
Atiku. You should not be here
Let me
for.
see. Let me now give you that. I, as a person, in this forthcoming election, I have my preferred candidates for various positions, of which I will not mention them. But let's work on this particular one we are going forward to. Before now, I have supported people that are not in the line of the PDP. I've supported them personally. But for me, this time around, why I'm supporting them? Number one, let's start from party. Just as he made mention of, you can't stand for elections on your own. For party,
It's not like you cannot, but it's just too difficult to
the
do.
constitution places that you must be under a
party,
political
yes.
party. That is what Nigerian constitution
Yes,
says.
yes.
So for now, let me state this: we are Nigeria now. We are trying to juxtapose the two major parties that have ruled us. When you place them, obviously, the PDP, the APC. When you place two of them together,
same.
the indices, the PDP administration, Nigerians never had it this bad. I've never for once
have
in my
gotten this
life,
bad, sir.
in my
You
life,
never see it,
gone to a fuel station where I will buy petrol for as high as 500 naira a litre.
Okay, the
I've never
Ghana
done
that used to be
Now,
our checkpoint.
now, let me
Ghana
tell
sells
you.
petrol
Now,
for
let me
800
tell you.
naira per litre now.
Because they don't have subsidy in place. That's it.
No.
Now,
That's what I'm
let
saying.
me tell you something.
It's the
That is
remover.
coming from.
Which article supports?
That is
If
coming
article,
from.
no, you are trying to say you have never bought fuel for 500 per litre.
Yes.
Article now in his manifesto, he says he's going to take a subsidy out.
Now,
If
let
you
me
bring
tell you.
petrol,
To be
you have bought
honest,
500.
I support
Okay.
the removal.
I
Yes.
support the removal of fuel
He
subsidy.
said he will never buy petrol.
That's
But
the biggest
in the
scam.
future, he's telling
let me
us that
let me not
Atiku
tell
is
you
coming up
let
with
me
over
tell you
500 per
let me
litre.
tell you why I will support that over and over again. Do you know that I made mention of this previously? that the current APC government, do you know what they do? As economic policies that I say they are very much not right. They have this particular traders, market women, traders, something this thing. When they go about, they just carry their cap, their apron, branded APC, they start sharing money to people that this is what they want to do for economy. But Atiku has been very clear in his dealings that's what where I'm bringing my fact from is number one, from when you hold people, you hold them from live interviews they give at their manifesto. He said he's going to remove subsidy because the money, and let me quote for you here, over 6 trillion annually is being spent on subsidy. This money, if you remove it and put it into well managed into the economy, what the effect it will give to you, people won't even complain that they are buying fuel at any certain amount. When things are good, people will pay. When we go to nations that are functioning, people pay for water. I don't think now if they say you should start paying for water in Nigeria, you will say for what? Water that I can bring from my house, or electricity with the meter, we still find a way to boycott them because we feel the government, they are ripping us. So when things are working well and people channel things well, people will always have reasons to always abide by the rules. That is why we need someone that has this vision. It's not just coming out to blab about the fact that blab about the so now eventually your preferred candidate, Asiwaju Tinubu, when he comes into power now, what you might tell us is oh, after all, we are owing trillions of debt, so we cannot perform now. That for over how many years they'll be blaming the PDP. This is PDP that caused it. If you are not ready to take responsibilities, when you come to government, you take hold of the assets and the liabilities. Different places in North have discovered oil. Places in the North, they've discovered oil. They've discovered oil in the course of this administration. How has that made Nigeria better? The price of oil per barrel has skyrocketed in this administration. How has it made things better? So these are things that we should look into.
Before we round up, I have some questions. Everything you mentioned about Atiku, they all revolved around failure and trial.
Okay, that's your opinion.
That is what you said. All the points you gave.
Yes.
No, all the points you gave.
Should I start giving the points again? That is from your own understanding.
All the points you gave, that's exactly what it seems like. You also mentioned about if he loses this election, he's still going to just accept it and he will probably come back again next year. Nigeria as a country, I am just going to say, we are not a place. I think it is high time most of these leaders stop seeing us as people where they come to practice their political dreams and ambitions on. We are not a trial, rinse, repeat nation. We actually need to start supporting
people that bring
facts and actually
deliver. That is why I'm telling you.
Our question.
Let me hear your question now.
So okay, now that everything that you mentioned are actually based on he tried this, he tried that. I still don't know the exact thing you're holding on to. Like I don't know the exact point that he has, the exact thing in his manifesto that you are holding on to that is giving you the confidence that you have to give your hard vote to him. I still do not know.
Okay.
I want your answer to be very short because I still have questions for him.
Okay, thank you very
short
much.
Answer.
Number one, I'm just going to list them for you.
No, not them. Just give me one.
That's what I'm saying.
Just give me 1 point. I am sure that if I ask you a particular point.
Okay, let me give you my own points.
Just
now.
one.
The point that I'm giving is just on the basis of education. He has said when he comes into power, he will make sure that education will not just be the archaic level it is. Education will be driven by innovation, science and technology. And to support this fact, let me tell you, to support this, please excuse me because I want to cut you in. To support this fact, let me tell you, you asked me a question. You threw a question to me. You threw a question to me. Now let me tell you now, this education that I made mention of is not just education for this adventure science and tech, and he has gone further. Even before the election came out, when 2021, when they banned the use of cryptocurrency in Nigeria.
Okay, you held on. I'm sorry, you held on to the fact that it's going to change Nigerian education to the next level.
Yes.
Please, I want to now from what you just said. it means that Atiku, you see Atiku as a man that is passionate about education.
Yes, I see.
When he was, what year again was he the vice president of Nigeria?
1999 to 2000.
1999. I wasn't even born.
Okay.
From that time till now.
Okay.
And I don't know what he did then.
Yes,
but
yes.
I know it was probably during the time of my mother.
Okay.
There is nowhere that I have read or I have seen Nigeria having an education system that I am proud of.
A structure
For you.
that
Yes, there is
Okay,
no
for
way.
you
There is
now,
no way.
for you.
Everybody, sir. For every Nigeria has never had an
For
education
you, no,
system
that is what
that
you
we are
think.
proud of.
That is what
The
you
only
think. Let me
education-
tell you.
the
Let me tell you.
only
Nigerians,
form of
Nigerians
education.
with the little education we have, when we leave this country, Nigerians do exceedingly well.
But that's a-
You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me if their basic things are not in place. See, you can. It's not their capacity.
This is human
Let me tell you.
capacity,
Now, let me tell you.
capacity, sir.
As you are like this now, judging from capacity and all of that, I believe you are a social scientist. Now they take you abroad. They said, okay, this is masters for medicine and all of that. Come and perform here. Use your individual capacity and come and perform there.
Wait,
Can you do that?
excuse
Nigeria,
me, sir.
what I'm telling
My
you now is that
point-
education, the bedrock has been laid. It's just that what he said is
No,
going to improve on this.
Let me prove this example wrong. Let me prove this example
It's not
wrong.
about the bedrock.
My sister graduated in social science, that is accounting. She went to America, and then today she's a nurse in America.
Yes.
How do you discipline from social science? You are saying it's not based on, it's the bedrock. There's no bedrock here.
No,
She
why
actually-
will you say there is no bedrock?
No, you're trying
Can you
to
just
say
our education?
somebody based on
our
their capacity
education.
can go somewhere else
Our
and take up a
education.
new discipline. That will be
Someone
easy
can
for
do
them.
Listen
So it's not going to do with
that's
the
why,
educational background
that's
of
why,
what
see, that's why I said
Yes.
you are not coming
That-
from,
yes,
listen to
Nigerians
what I
are
said,
building-
like me now, I can go out and start medicine and do it. In the UK 4 year,
So how is that supposed to
what
be the
I'm saying,
educational
that is why,
background here?
listen to what I said, I made mention of the father, picking him now, to go and start at master's level. At master's level, I'm not talking of starting a new. So long as you are intelligent, you are not daft, you don't have Down syndrome, you will definitely go anywhere and pick up a course from scratch. If
To
you
be
are
honest,
determined,
you did
you
not-
will
you
get
did not
it.
give me
You
a
will
reason,
get it.
sir.
You will get
You did
it.
not give me a
It's not-
full
Compared to which?
You
Compared
did
to
not give
which?
me, excuse me.
Which of the words? Which of the words are you pairing there with? Nigeria is regarded
I
as what
understand you are trying to
Yeah,
sell your
third
candidate.
world.
No, you did
Third
not.
I
world.
understand you are trying to sell your
The truth
candidate,
is,
but just
the
say
truth
it.
is-
And then don't try to say that he can do what he
You did
cannot
not
do.
give
I have
There's
made
no way
I have
Atiku
made
can
mention of
make
my
education
point.
better.
He owns
There's
a
somewhere-
school. He owns a school.
Which
A
school?
school that a pioneer
American
school that is doing
American
well.
University,
And apart from
that's
that,
the name of
I
the
have
university.
made mention of the father.
Can you
He
attend
has
the school?
given.
Can you attend the
See,
school?
life is all about where you
figures
are at a
out.
social
I'm
strata.
not-
That is why you have the public schools. I attended the
To be
public school
honest, if
because
you
my
are-
father
if you are
cannot
supporting Atiku based
afford that
off
as
the
at
fact that
then.
you
But
are
right now, I have a brother in the private school.
Okay.
So life is all
Yes.
about
Yes.
about what you can say.
Give me. Thank you.
Okay, so my question for you
Yes.
will be the fact that we all know how old Asiwaju is, and we've seen him perform in town halls and in
Yes.
campaigns.
Yeah.
We know how we feel about that.
Babalo.
We are very. We know that we are all ashamed to have somebody like that be a
President of the
do you get, like, even coming out for a presidential campaign, he cannot stand by himself. He cannot.
I'm not sure I'm not sure you've seen him in recent times.
Okay, he probably has
don't
done
watch the
a
news.
lot
You don't watch
of
the
own
news.
reward.
Yes,
I don't know what he did,
Yes.
but brings me to my point.
Yes.
This is someone that have been in power before. Probably the time of my mom, before they gave birth to our parents, he has been in power.
Yeah.
What is he going to
And then-
do?
and
Like, what is he going to do differently?
Do you have an ambition?
I do.
So how long will it take you to?
I mentioned
When will you give up on your ambition?
Are you kidding? Is
At what
Nigeria a
age?
ground for where these political leaders can come and show
That's-
how consistent and
how
ambitious
ambitious
and
they
how
are?
ambitious they are?
Okay, look at this
Is
antecedent.
Nigeria
No, I'm trying to say it's not about Nigeria. See,
Sir, what's the
no, this is what
antecedent
this is what it is.
So
Like I just gave you an example. You're ambitious.
Lagos State.
You desire to become the president of this nation.
What is the ambition?
And then over the years you're working
Desire.
towards it.
What is his
Wait, he said his desire to be a president.
Yes.
Is what?
And then to change, no.
What's changed?
No,
What's
this
changed?
is
Exactly.
different.
I want you to
Being
state at
ambition
least
and
two of the
desiring.
change he's going to bring.
Ambition
Lagos.
and desiring is different.
How is
Lagos.
Lagos is a little fraction of
Lagos,
the nation.
Lagos is not a little fraction.
it
Lagos is Nigeria.
No, Lagos is not Nigeria. Nigeria. How is Lagos Nigeria?
It's Lagos. Lagos is the only state in Nigeria where you have.
We are deviating from the question.
That's not even a
Yeah,
fact.
the question that was
Saying
asked here
Nigeria
was
is
his health status
not
and
fair.
performance.
Just
That's the
can't-
question.
No,
Because
what we are asking
as
now
I'm saying here,
what
I'm
is
the only person that have really said this. Why I'm supporting my candidate.
What
You
is
people
it?
have just been alleging and accusing.
Because what
You have been
said now,
alleging
what
and
you have
accusing.
said
Accuse
now-
us.
What you have
Accuse
said,
us.
what you have
Please,
said.
now, if we want,
Hold on,
Please,
please hold on.
please.
Because from what you have said that he has an ambition to be the president.
Yeah.
Being the president, that is his personal ambition. It has nothing to do with the nation.
Yeah.
Then and I asked you, okay, what are his goals? You said it's to develop Lagos. Out of 36 states, Lagos is just one. If you are saying that he's going to develop just one state, what happens to the rest of the state? Are you saying that, okay, he's developing Lagos? I'm not disputing the fact that he can develop Lagos, he can turn it to London or any country of his choice. Are you not saying that the remaining 35 states, they are going to move the population there to Lagos?
This is
Because
where-
from what you said, no, I'm going to follow what you said. You said Lagos is the only state in Nigeria.
No.
Yeah, that's what you
you said
said.
Lagos is Nigeria.
Yes,
So
Lagos is
it's an
Nigeria.
implied statement. So probably you should allow him to
Yes.
give you
Okay.
what he
I'm
means by
going to
that.
say Lagos is Nigeria in sense like every tribe or country or any before it comes to family, somebody
But
must be
the
in Lagos.
politics there, sir, is
Somebody,
different.
you can't go. There's nobody that is not in Lagos.
For you to say somewhere is the hub of the nation,
Yes.
that means all the natural resources and every product comes from there.
I'm sorry,
That's not what it means.
So,
what it generally means is that I'm trying to see Nigeria as definitely Nigeria is an heterogeneous society.
Yes.
So the fact is that Lagos itself is heterogeneous.
yes, but there's a
Unlike every other
there's
state.
a but.
But
There's
how
a
can he
but.
center all his
Now,
plans into just one?
No, it's not going to do it. Now, it's going to channel that same magic or whatever it did in Lagos to the whole
What did he do
Nigeria.
exactly?
With
in
what?
Lagos?
Oh, fine. Now,
That's
now
about-
before it came in 1999, there was an issue of OPC, as in the insecurity. It was a very it was making Lagos to move at a very slow pace. I think it dealt with OPC. Two, there was the educational system there was
He was
very
young then,
yes,
1999, he's
yes.
old
The
and
educational
now.
system
Okay,
was very.
he dealt. I'm sorry.
It dealt in terms of security. That's what I'm saying.
He
Yes.
dealt with
Yes.
the terms of insecurity
Yes.
in Lagos.
Yes.
When we started this whole conversation,
Mm.
you said for there to be a continuous. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the word. When you said for them to be progress, the successor
Must have a success.
it
Yes,
must have
a success.
yes.
Yes.
But right now, there's still insecurity in Lagos.
Yeah,
No. You
Where
cannot.
is there
You
no
cannot.
insecurity
No,
in Nigeria?
No, there's nowhere.
In Nigeria,
in
where
the
is there no
world.
insecurity?
In the world, even in the Americas.
There's
Even in the
no-
Americas, there's insecurity.
In America, people come out and start
No,
shooting
that's
people.
yes now.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
you
we
can't
all
even-
like going
You can't
to.
you can't even use that as.
You can't use that as a
You can't use a
bait.
bait.
Now let me go
Go
for
check the
that.
rates.
Do you know something I've been avoiding in this whole episode?
No, for me, just leave
I
me.
follow
I mean,
the
we don't win
lead.
this
I
election.
follow the lead
Just
of
use
the
Lagos.
person I'm
That's why I'm
supporting,
for Nigeria.
and I believe if the followers can go in the same way, we will have very good issue-based discussions and all of that.
Yeah, that's why we should.
Atiku Abubakar, he does not come out to allege that this person he did this. That is why, irrespective of the fact that he has been so close,
I think he should sell
he
power.
has been so
I think he should sell
close.
power
He
more.
has been close
Leave
to
Atiku.
so close
Atiku
to
Abubakar does not
Sell
come
power.
out to allege.
Sell power.
close to
My brother, sell
Obi
power.
rather. He hasn't come
Leave
out.
Atiku.
He hasn't come out to one day say this person is this.
Has Obi
Like
done
APC,
that?
he hasn't done that. That is why I said if the followers can follow
That's
that.
why we are like that.
That is why I've made mention of my person.
that's why
because
you should stop lying
you
about
can't point
Intel.
it. Then now
And
let's look at the candidates of the APC. When they come out, I just hate to listen to when people come out. You just want to character assassination. This person
There
he
is no
looted
character
Nigeria dry.
assassination here
He
now.
did this.
Sir, but it's the truth.
What is the law? From tomorrow I should start calling you a thief. What will you do if I start calling you a thief
Allege
from
now.
tomorrow?
But
Allege.
even
You are
his
not
aide,
alleging.
even
Don't
his
be-
aide,
carry your
has stated that
carry
there
your
was an
phone.
SPV
Carry your
account
phone.
where he used to
That's what I'm
siphon
saying.
Nigeria.
Carry your
And the
phone.
head was even
Carry your
defending it.
phone.
Was even
Carry
come
your
online
phone.
and
Carry
defending
your
the
phone.
fact that
Carry
Atiku
your
was
phone.
siphoning the country from
Carry your
SPV
phone.
account.
Carry
While he
your
was vice
phone.
president
That
of the
was a
country.
voice note you are talking about, right?
He's still
Whose
in
voice?
the
That is a
ticket.
voice note you are
He
talking
has
about.
already been sued.
Whose voice note?
He has been sued.
Yes.
Has he been convicted?
No, he's
Bro,
not.
So what are we
Only
saying?
fact remains
The
that
father,
Nigeria.
anybody.
They own
Nigeria
The old
is the
Nigeria,
wrong way.
the old Nigeria is
That's
built in a
why
wrong
we
way.
need obedient
That
leadership,
is why I'm
sir.
telling you that these Nigerians that are suffering all the hardship, they are not daft people.
Yes.
Come February 25th,
Obi,
these Nigerians will tell
dirty.
you who they prefer the
Legis.
most,
I am
and we will
telling you
assemble
already.
here.
Okay.
Obi dirty will emerge again.
Obi
Honestly-
dirty.
Honestly,
You see
this
to
has
it.
been a very
Oh
interesting
my God.
conversation. I have enjoyed every stage and every process of this conversation. But
I
I'm
will do
sorry,
this again. Sir.
at this point, we'll have to cut it short. And we're going to have another segment
After the election.
of this conversation after the election. Okay, this has been a very, very interesting conversation, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. Please, if you know you enjoyed this discussion, please do not forget to like, to comment, and also subscribe down below to the to our YouTube channel. Then also please turn on your notification button so that whenever we create content like this, you will always get it. Please, please, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.